Hey guys, welcome back to Swift Tech Reviews. I'm Jeff, and today I have a review of the ASUS Zenfone 5. This is a mid-range device from ASUS. It has a 5-inch 720p display, a gig of RAM, and a 1.6 gigahertz processor. The Zenfone 5 is not ugly, but it's not exactly striking either. It kind of looks like every other mid-range phone on the market. But that doesn't mean it's terrible. It has a 5-inch display. It is 720p resolution, but it's very bright, it's vivid, it's very nice looking. So let's go over the hardware. On the top, you have the headphone jack and microphone. On the right side, you have the power button and volume rocker. On the bottom, you have the micro USB port and another microphone. On the back, you have the 8 megapixel camera and LED flash. Down here is the speaker. ASUS went a little tricky with this. They were very sneaky. This whole grill at the bottom is not the speaker. Over here, it's just extra grill for no reason. The speaker is actually only on the right side, on the left side, I'm sorry, right down here. The battery cover is removable. And under the battery cover you have the dual SIM slots, SIM 1 and SIM 2. Both are micro SIMs. The battery is not removable, but it's a... I can't tell the milliamp hours at the moment. I'll have that in my review. And up here you have the micro SD card slot. I believe it's up to 64 gigs. So here's the speaker, right down here. It's only this little sliver. It's not the whole grill down there. Sneaky. The display, it's really good, as I said. It is 720p, but it's very bright and accurate. I really enjoyed using this phone. Below the display are 3 capacitive buttons for back, home, and recent, or multitasking. The one gripe that I have about the capacitive buttons are that they are not backlit. So at nighttime, these don't light up at all. And another dual SIM phone I was testing, the Blue Life 8, same specs essentially, but it has backlit keys for the same price. I'm not saying that backlit should cost more, but at the same time, I'm not sure why ASUS did not go with backlit keys. I've never seen that on an Android phone. I have it on Windows phones, but never on an Android phone. So that's just one thing that you should keep in mind, that these buttons are not lit. Software-wise, the phone is running a lightly skinned version of Android 4.3. I'll take you into settings. Android 4.3. It's running Zen UI, which is one of the fastest skins I have ever used. There aren't many features to it, but it's fast, it's very responsive. It's the most responsive skin I've ever used. And I have the new HTC One and Sense 6, and that says a lot, especially from a phone with such low specs compared to the new HTC One. I've never experienced lag or anything like that. I'm pretty impressed with this phone so far. Gaming, I downloaded Need for Speed Most Wanted just to see what it was like on here, and it was actually really good. I'll have a demo of that in just a second. It did not drop any frames or stutter. I was pleasantly surprised by the way this handled Need for Speed. So that only says that it should be able to handle some more process-intensive games. Now the camera. I was a little disappointed in the camera. I will say that. It is only 8 megapixels, so I wasn't expecting the world anyway. But I'll have some sample shots in my written review that you can go ahead and check out on my blog, as well as a video. Video playback was really nice. I'll go ahead and pull up a video that I shot earlier. I haven't, where's rotation? Rotation. There it is. Captured the video very, very well. I didn't notice any lag, stutters, or dropped frames. And it is, I believe, 1080p video recording. I'll have an accurate spec later. It's pretty good. I will go ahead and also demo the camera as well. Take a picture of the Moto X here. It does have a little trouble focusing sometimes, but it does focus fairly quickly. Doesn't always look all that great. I will also include sample photos in my written review. Battery, I was pretty impressed with the Zenfone 5 battery. Using it all day, about 2.5 hours of on-screen time, I was at maybe 20%, which says a lot because I use my phone quite a bit during the week, especially while I'm working. And this phone was able to last, and that's really impressive. I'm really hard on my phones sometimes. I will give it up to ASUS for that. All in all, the ASUS Zenfone 5 is a great mid-range phone, and for all $199, it's hard to beat exactly what this phone produces. So I will give it that, definitely. It has a lot to offer in terms of quality. The build quality is nice, it feels nice in the hand. The screen is bright, vivid, responsive, and colors are pretty accurate. And it's only $199, so, I mean, you could go and spend $600 on a flagship that has a ton of features that you'll never use, or you could spend $200 and buy a contract-free, unlocked device that does exactly what you need it to. So, it may not be the best looking device on the planet, but it does what it does, and it does it very well. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Also, be sure to check out my blog at www.swifttechreviews.com. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.